guys. This is, I guess, the second time recording this. The first audio was deleted by accident. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to Sakura EY's Me VA. This is our second official video, I guess you can say. This is a Tamaki X-Reader, or a Amijiki Tamaki X-Reader story. This is by Shoto Todoroki with the E-I-E. And this is a small story from the collections of stories from a book, I guess you can say, in Wattpad called Boku no Hero Academia X Reader One Shots. So as I said before, this is a Tamaki X Reader story. This one doesn't have a name. There you go. This story does not have a name. So I will name it myself, I guess, or I will give it a name. For the story reasons, I shall call it Jealousy. Not the best, but you know, it works. So yeah, let's begin. Tamaki could feel his anger bubble with jealousy and wanting as he stared at his best friend and his crush, Your Name. The two were laughing together at something which could seem normal to a normal person, but to Tamaki, it felt like Mario was flirting with you. He knew that he wouldn't be able to confront his feelings towards you, or at least tell Mario to just stop because of his awkwardness. He sighed and walked back to his desk, which was 4 seats behind yours, but did it even matter? You seemed to prefer his best friend over him anyways. Hey, why did Tamaki go back to his desk? I wanted him showing the meme too. You looked over to your shoulder at where Tamaki was sitting, well, more like slouching over his desk, with his face basically planted into it. Mario just gave a few small shrugs as a response. You smiled at him before looking back at Tamaki. Well then, let's just go to him then. As you approached the introverted boy, you put both of your hands on top of his shoulders, forcing him to sit up. Coincidentally, this made the poor boy turn into a cherry red with a sudden contact. Why are you looking so down, buddy? Mario asked, worried for his friend, while tapping Amijiki's back ever so gently. It's nothing. You gave Mario a sad expression, where he returned one the same. Mario, I need your help! Nijiri shouted from the hallway. He turned back at you and looked. He turned to look at you and gave a small smile, and you gave him a small smile with a thumbs up, signaling you would take care of Tamaki while he was gone. And with that, Mario turned around to make his way towards Nijiri, who was attempting to carry some sort of oddly shaped object in a bag, but it was moving. Looking over to Tamaki again hurt you. You hated seeing someone you loved so deeply, so upset, especially when he wouldn't tell you his emotions. You crouched beside the boy to have an eye-level contact and placed his hand on his desk, making him turn red once more. Your name, son? What are you doing? Tamaki, I can't help you if you won't tell me your feelings. Tamaki was surprised by using his first name, but got the idea you were genuinely worried, which made him feel immense guilt because it was over such a stupid reason. If I tell you, you might get mad at me, he said as he slowly turned to meet your gaze. You chuckled at his remark. Oh, Tamaki, I promise I won't be mad, and even if I was, I doubt I'd stay mad at you for even more than a minute. After hearing what you said, he thought quietly to himself. Mario wasn't here, so he could confess to you, but you might hate him for that. But then again, you promised you wouldn't. Plus, the worst that could happen was you rejecting him, right? As he gathered all of the courage, he noticed you getting up about to walk away. You, on the other hand, were hurt. Deciding that maybe it's best if Mario dealt with the situation instead of you, you're about to go to your desk as you turned around to Tamaki grabbing your hand. You looked back, shocked and slightly blushing towards the trembling figure. Tamaki? Um, your name? Could you come closer for a bit? He slurped. You turned to your previous position, curious. His mouth moved closer towards your ear, which made your entire face a scarlet red. I love you, he quietly whispered, making sure nobody else could hear. What? You couldn't believe what he just said. And after even. And you couldn't believe what he said at all, even though he was so close to your ear and it was so close, so clear. I love you, he repeated again. Sorry, you hate me now. I knew this wasn't a good idea. He continuously repeated those types of statements to himself. Wait, no, Tamaki. I love you too. His head shot back towards you, but you didn't see that. But you didn't see that as both of your hands were covering your face to hide your blush. You love me? He asked, pointing to himself. You nodded in response as you removed your hands from your face. But what about Muriel? He dropped down a bit in his seat. You always seem so happy with him. I'm nothing compared to him. Tamaki, it isn't like that. Mary and I just think each other as siblings. Nothing more than that. I promise. And don't you dare say that about yourself. You are such a strong hero, with the purest intentions, and I may say incredibly adorable. Don't compare yourself to others, okay? You smiled sweetly as he gave a small smile back. Okay. The bell rung to the signal of the end of break. Your eyes wandered around the classroom and saw the class getting ready for the next lesson. You took this chance to give Tamaki a small peck on the lips before innocently walking back to your seat. Tamaki was so stunned he couldn't even verbally answer his name on the register, let alone function throughout the rest of the day. This means we're dating now, right? He thought to himself. Well, that's the end, I guess, of the video. Yeah. Hold up.